virtual tramily. Hope you guys are doing well. I just stopped for lunch on this beautiful view and thought I would just give a quick update on how things are going. I had a great time in Hot Springs, recharging and resupply everything I needed to do to get going. I've got enough supplies to get to Mountain Harbor, so that's my next spot. That's my plan. Next stop is to bypass Irwin altogether and push on to Mountain Harbor. Mountain Harbor is a hostel that's in Tennessee, and it's one of my favorite hostels, so I can't wait to get there and see them and see those people again, because I've stayed there before, so I'm excited. But I've had such a great time the last couple days with trail angels and other hikers that I've met. I love the vintage hikers. They're so much fun and so cute. They're just having a blast out here on the trail. That's what this is all about. And I'm so grateful to Jimmy and Sherry for all the help that they've given me, advice, trail magic, rides where I needed to go. They have been phenomenal. So I am doing pretty good. The weather has been amazing the last few days, which is awesome. We've had a nice stretch of dry weather, which is really welcomed. And we're supposed to have a few more days of great weather. So this has been wonderful. I am having a little issue with my left ankle. I didn't fall on it or anything, but it's been really sore. I think it's just a lot of use, and especially a lot of climbing lately. So it's just really sore, and it has a hard time flexing. So, but once I get out and hike and start moving, it does seem to be okay and get better, but it has been bothering me a little bit. So I'm gonna just try to baby it a little bit and make sure that that is okay and not a problem. It's been a lot of fun comparing sections of the trail to how they used to be in 2018 when I went through it, as opposed to now. Like this ridge right here that I'm on right now, which is about 25 or so, 20 miles outside of Hot Springs going north. This is just a beautiful section of the trail, and when I went through it in 2018, it was really overcast and rainy, so it just seems like a whole different view and experience this time. So that's another reason why I'm out here, is to get these kind of experiences and go and see some of these really cool spots that I get to experience again, which I really love. An update about my tent and everything. I think I figured out what the problem was with that, and it holds up well when it's raining, but I think when it hails, that knocks off the condensation, and that's what was getting me damp inside the tent. But I've been using it when it's been raining, and it seems to be okay and keeping me dry. So keeping the tent, everything's good with it, and I'm happy to report that the Z-Pack Duplex is holding up very well as the pack. But I'm going to do a video soon on gear that has been working out very well out here and gear that has not been working out well and that I've gotten rid of. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing that pretty soon. The other night I had a great conversation with Jimmy and Sherry, and they had asked me a really interesting question. They had asked if the thru hike this time is more difficult than the thru hike that I did in 2018, and if it is, why? And that did get me thinking, and yes, it is. This one is more difficult this time. In 2018, I was so focused on training and what I needed to do, because I used that whole thru hike to train for the long distance 200-mile races, the 3 of them that I did right after I finished the AT. So I was so focused. I was like pushing it, getting strong, getting mentally stronger, getting physically stronger. It was like I had blinders on, and I was just going and going and going. I never really slowed down too much, or you know, I did slow down a little, you know, sometimes I did take Nero days and 0 days, but I just was so hyper focused on getting that done. So this time, when I do have time and I do have the luxury of enjoying a spot like this beautiful place, I'm just sitting here enjoying this, and you know, I have no plan to I could sit here for another 20 minutes or an hour. You know, I've got the time to soak all this in. I didn't really do that the last time, or not as much as I should have. But having more time out here and taking it slower and enjoying the experience on one hand is a wonderful thing, but on the other hand, my life and home experience is just completely different. I miss my puppies a lot. I miss my husband. I am okay out here, but it has been more of a challenge. I would say that this one is way more emotionally challenging for me this time around than it was in 2018. And I was leaving home for races a lot more often back then, and I had not been. I've been working from home and not leaving home too much this time, so I wasn't used to being away. So that has been an added challenge for me. And also and I'll get into this subject a little bit more, but just feeling kind of guilty for leaving my husband, guilty for leaving the puppies. I know it's okay, and I know everything at home is okay. He's got it 100%, and I'm really grateful for that. But it's just certain things that I am missing at home that I do feel guilty about. Like the puppies, 2 of them, actually 3 of them are really young. One of them is 1, and 2 of them are about 7 or 8 months now. So, you know, I don't want to miss them growing up. And tomorrow is my husband and my 9th anniversary, and I'll be on the trail, and I'll be missing that time with him. Although we, of course, are communicating and you know, spending virtual time together, but it's different. So it's been an added challenge emotionally being out here. So I would say for sure that this has been more difficult this time than it has been the last time. And I did not expect that kind of challenge to be that significant. I knew it would be tough out here physically. I knew what I was getting into. I feel confident with camping. I feel confident with my skills and hiking, and that's been great. So I haven't had any major issues, just minor hiccups here and there. But the emotional side of doing a thru hike is tough, and I am experiencing that full force now. So I will talk more about that as feelings arise, as things happen, to just how I'm working through it, because I know a lot of people out there that are going to go out there are going to experience a lot of the same things too. And if I could give you a heads up on some of that, then that would be great. Even better if I could give you some solutions and how I handle it, or how I can handle certain situations that when you have those down days, that's what I'm going to try to do. So I will, please stay tuned for that, and I will be including that. But I'm going to stop for now and just show you this incredible view out here. I mean, this is amazing to just sit here, enjoy this, and have lunch on top of this gorgeous ridge on this beautiful day. It just doesn't get much better. I'm so just in love with the trail at this time up here. It's just awesome. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will check in more later. All right, bye.